Hi guys, Jesby in the UK, shooting another little update video for you on the MyBITCOINTube program. We're also in this video going to include a few updates for some other new programs that I either was testing or currently testing, etc. So I'll bring those to your attention. But the first one I'm going to kick off with is the new sort of ad stroke video viewing platform, which is MyBITCOINTube. And as I mentioned in the previous video, I actually found out a bit about this from another YouTuber, 914 Crypto. You can check out his channel on YouTube, but this is one of the other programs that he'd flagged up. Like myself, he's in My Ads Up. I've been in My Ads Up since, 21st of April, and it's probably my top program at the moment in terms of advertising and the sign-ups I get through it, but also its rewards program has been really good as well. I did like the look of this. I kind of watched it for a few days and watched some of his videos on it, and also another friend that I know who runs another program actually jumped in this as well, so I'm kind of viewing what they're doing with it as well, and it all looks pretty encouraging. That said, this is a new program. We don't know who the owner is. With My Ads Up, the owner of that platform was known because she actually has two other programs online, and one of them's been around for 3 years and is still paying to this day. So, you know, when you've got an owner who brings a program out with a bit of a track record, you can feel a bit more comfortable about getting involved. This one, guys, at the moment, as I say, it's relatively new. I've only been in it since the 23rd of September, I believe it was. But if you look at the previous video I done, I was actually in group 6, and I was sort of thinking, right, do I just do a little bit of compounding, or do I want to push on to the next group? And to be honest, when you look at the earnings table, for where I was on group 6, you're kind of getting $6 for viewing the 10 paid ads in a day. But I actually thought, well, sod it, let's go on to group 7. So for transparency, I have put some more funds into this program, which obviously with profits I get from other programs I'm in, it's not an issue for me. But I don't want people thinking I've just thrown $5 into this and it's kind of giving me the rewards it's giving, you know. I have put additional funds in, and I will actually show you that here on the purchase history. So this was the sign-up date for me, was the 23rd. I came in with $20, which got me 54,000 bonus video points. The smaller amounts are just where I've bought out of the profits, so I've just put stuff back in. The $19.90, I actually did an upgrade to premium membership, which you pay monthly. There are some other benefits for doing that, but you don't necessarily have to do it. The other 20 and 30 there were additional funds I put in, so it gained me some extra points, 60,000 there, 90,000 there. The 1, 3 and the 11 were the basically the commissions for clicking the ads I sort of put back into the program. That was also another, you know, through profits, put it back into the program. And the last two here, the $25 and the $25, that's additional funding. So I bought an additional 150,000 BVPs. So all told, my out-of-pocket on this so far, just for the BVP side of it, has been $120, and that excludes the $19.90. Okay. As I say, I'm in a fortunate position making profits in other programs that if this site disappeared tomorrow, yes, I'd go ouch and I wouldn't be happy about it, but it wouldn't be, you know, it's no big worry because I've come in with funds that I can budget for this, so it's not a problem. And I always advise in all of the videos, especially with new programs, generally start off smaller. Okay, I've kind of gone against that a little bit with this one, but I like what I'm seeing. And as I say, I'm in a position where if that did disappear tomorrow, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. But if you are on a smaller budget and you're a bit like me on some of the programs, more cautious, with My Ads Up, I started that one with $20 and did a compounding strategy and built it up. This one, I've gone in a little bit quicker just to get to group 7. But all I'm going to do now, that is my kind of max funding in. I'm just going to use a compounding strategy now. It just means I've sort of started myself in, let's go back to the earnings table. You know, I've just pushed it a little bit quicker rather than sort of faffing around doing the smaller ones to start with. But I wouldn't discourage anyone from doing that and building it up, because you know it works. If you view my videos on My Ads Up, the strategy works. So I've just chosen to go in a little bit quicker. Fingers crossed, and hopefully it doesn't backfire and something happens with the site in the next sort of few days or whatever. If it does, that's the risk you take. You know, these sort of crypto sort of platforms, even advertising platforms, can be a bit of a gamble when the owners are an unknown quantity, and you know what could happen with the site. But so far, liking what I'm seeing, but I just want to be very transparent and open that that's the strategy I've taken. So, you know, although I've been in since the 23rd, I didn't just come in with like $5 or $10 and that's magically where I've got to. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. Now, the first thing is you can come in as a free member, so you don't necessarily need to put any funds at all. If you do that, the only way you kind of earn with the platform as a free member, if you click the bonus videos, which we'll do now, you'll get 10 of these videos available to you each day. You can see there's 10 there. You see the 10 BVP. For clicking that ad and watching it for 20 seconds, you're going to earn 10 BVP. So let's say if I was brand new, I had 0 account balance. Over here, I wouldn't be, you know, starting out, I wouldn't be in any group. I'd have no earnings, and obviously there'd be nothing withdrawn. So I'd click these ads, and basically it will then give me 100 BVP. But if you actually look at the, we need to go to the dashboard. Let me just show you. If we come down here and where it says increase your BVPs, if we scan down, you'll see to get in group 1, you need to have 1,600 BVP. And then the group 1 runs from 1,600 to 12,000. And basically, depending on the funds in the system, that particular group gets to share 1.8% of total funds. Obviously, the higher the group levels goes, those particular members in that group get a higher proportion of the total funds that the company has coming in through people paying for the BVPs and to run their ads, etc. So you can see with that, if you needed 1,600 and you're going to earn 100 a day, you'd have to be sort of coming in and viewing your 10 bonus videos for just over 2 weeks. So 16 days, and you would have accumulated 1,600 points. So it would put you in group 1. At that stage, if you've kind of done that, I would say it might be worth putting a couple of bucks in just so you can go a little bit over, because what happens daily, then on this, once you've hit the 1,600, you will be allocated the 10 videos the following day, but they do a deduction. It's similar to My Ads Up in, yes, you earn your BVPs every day through clicking, but they do take a deduction. Now, so far on this site, I haven't seen the deductions actually clearly listed or labelled. I know in Group 6 it was taking 12,000 BVPs off daily, and I know in Group 7, having watched another YouTuber's video, it's going to be 26,800 that comes off. Okay, but don't worry too much about that at the minute. You know, I'm going to be doing more update videos, so I'm just trying to focus you in on, if you don't want to fund it and you want to join, you can do that, and this is the area you would come to. So that's where you can earn BVPs. Get yourself to 1,600 of them, you're suddenly in group 1. Okay, you will lose some if you don't add any funds. You'll lose some, so it will drop down, and then you just come in and click the bonus ones again to push yourself back over the 1,600. So sometimes it's one day it will drop you back, and then you'll have to earn some more points to push yourself up. Okay, but I kind of say, right, the free way, if we think of our friends in the States, the free way in this case is not the express way, right? You'll see what I mean, because the free way will take you a bit longer to build yourself up and start getting some earnings out of it. The express way is obviously putting a little bit of funds in. Now, whether you choose to do sort of $5, $10, whatever. My advice is always start small, because you want to test the program out. Make sure when you deposit it comes in. Get a feel for it before you think of even putting any extra amount in. Yeah, it's early days with the program, so I think we've all got to be cautious and just make sure this is here for a longer period, as it were. Okay, so you can see, obviously, if I was in lower groups, this is the same principle, although I'm talking about slightly higher figures here. Even if I was in group 2 and looking to go on to the next group the following day, the same principle applies. Now, what you'll see with group 7, because I put the funds in yesterday, it bumped me up into the figures, but it took 26,800 off. So currently, I'm 200 BVP below the 360,000 I need for group 7. So if I bought no more the BVP packs, if I bought no more, what would happen again tomorrow is I would definitely fall back into group 6. Okay, but all I need to do is actually buy one pack now just to get me back over the 360,000. But then I'm also, I'll show you the calculation in a minute, I also need to buy 9 more today just to make sure that when it takes the deduction, when the server resets tonight, I think it's around about 5 AM UK time, 12 o'clock their time. Yeah, it's going to take another 26,800, so I need to allow for that to make sure I stay in group 7. Okay. So what we'll do, the benefit, as I said earlier, I mentioned that I'm on the premium membership. Now, if you're on the standard membership, each of the packs you buy for $1 gets you 2,700 BVPs. Okay. If you're on the premium membership, you get 3,000 for every $1. So what we'll do that now. So if you notice what we've got here in terms of the points, and we've got a balance of 1589. Partly that's gone up because obviously the referrals are going up, and I've got $18.09 in referral commissions there. So let's go and buy one of the packs. So we click the button there, purchase ad pack, and we come down there. We just want to do the 1. Okay, and what you need to do is just click the do a refresh, and it will adjust that. So we've got 3,000. So that's going to take us to, I think it'll be 362,800 if me brain is working right. Here we go. So let's click it. Yeah, fantastic. There we go. So it's gone to 362,800. So we're now 2,800 over the level we need to be in group 7. Balance has obviously gone down by $1. But what we'll do, we're going to click the paid videos now, and then the idea will be to actually compound enough that we can buy some more ad packs to cover us. So what we need to do, if we use the calculator, and we're now looking at that figure I've got there of 362,800. We then want to look at adding the deduction. Now it's 26,800, but let's round it up. So let's say, oh, hang on, got that wrong. Start again. Right, so 362,800 plus, let's just round it up and call it 27,000 that it's going to take off. There we go. So that will give us 389.80. So in terms of the actual packs we need to buy over and above, so we've got 27,000. Remember, on the premium membership, every $1 pack I'm buying is 3,000 of the BVPs. So we divide by the 3,000. Means I've got to buy 9 packs. Okay. So if I buy the 9 packs after we've done the clicking today, I've got more than enough that when the system resets and takes the 26,800 off, I will still be in group 7 tomorrow. So let's show you what we need to do on the right. So the paid videos, I haven't actually done my bonus video. So if we go in there, I could also gain additional BVPs, which will give me 100 extra points on my total. But let's go into the paid videos. Well, it kind of rounds it up here. Actually, it goes to 134, and this is, you can see the balance here, guys. So we've got 1489, and literally it's as easy as you just go to watch this video, and we come down here. It's a real random mix that they're putting on there at the moment. Some are about, there's recipes, there's, I don't know, people mountaineering. There are people now suddenly latching on and putting the BizOp type videos on here. So it's quite new. So there's not many marketers jumping in at the moment, so now's the time to look at doing it if you've got programs you want to advertise. So let's click the button. I'm going to mute the sound. I don't want to have that going over. Once it's running, you can see here this must play for 20 seconds. It's doing a countdown. So literally we just watch this for the 20 seconds. And the other thing to point out, obviously it's global, so there's a lot of foreign language videos on here, a lot of Russian stuff, etc. So it's probably as well to mute it, because it wouldn't mean anything to me listening to some of them as well. So there we go, success. Click here to watch your next one. And you'll see there the $1.34 has been added. So let's just go to the next one. I'm not going to do necessarily all of these with you guys and bore you senseless watching them. Oh, this this looks as though this could be interesting. Oh my god. I hope it's not a surgery video anyway. Let's have a look. So again, 5, 6, there you go. That's random, isn't it? It looks like the start of a movie or something, but that thing at the beginning didn't look very promising. There we go. I don't think we're going to get to see it all anyway. Epic. Right, we're on to the next one. So we look up here, you can see another $1.34 has been added. Here we go. This is an ad for ads Bitcoin or BTC, which I'm always telling you about in terms of it's a great advertising platform. I'm hoping to shoot a separate video next week and have a catch up with the owner of the platform. Try and do like an interview video. Because this is a little gem in terms of advertising and getting proper eyeballs onto your other offers. I'd imagine that's just got a little bit of music on it, that one. Yeah, I don't think there's any voiceovers there, but yeah, as I say, so keep an eye out. Hopefully it'll be sort of middle of next week to maybe next weekend, because I've got to shoot the video, and then yeah, I'll be putting that out there. But highly recommend that program. There will be a link in my description if you want to have a check out of this program. Okay. And again, another 134. And how many have we got left there? 7 to do. But what I'm going to do, I'll pause it here rather than take you through all of them, because some of them are probably going to be nonsense anyway. I can already see we've got one on my ads up there. Right, so I'll pause that and we'll come back when they're done. Okay guys, I've clicked the remaining paid ads, so you can see there's no paid ads for now. You obviously check back when the server resets. So you can see after we purchased that $1 pack earlier, it took us down to around about $14 odd. So with the $13.40 that I've earned today, it's pushed my account balance up now to $28.29. And as you remember earlier on, we know that they're going to take 27,000 or 26,800 BVP later on. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to make sure we buy 9 packs, because if you remember, we said 9 times 3,000, which is what you get for, if you're on the premium membership, each $1 pack gives you 3,000 BVPs, bonus video points. So that will give me 27,000. So again, all we've got to do, go to purchase, let's go, actually I'll do it via the dashboard, purchase ad packs, and we come down here, and you can see that normally if you're a standard member, you would get 2,700. Tells you all the other benefits you get of the ad pack, so you get 100 YouTube views, 100 clicks on your video ads, and 50 banner clicks. The ROI on the packs, the return, it would be 150% of your premium and 135 for standard members. So literally, we'll go in there, we'll put 9 packs, purchase those packs, and there we go. You have to do a refresh. Off, there we go. So obviously the 9 has come off the balance, and the BVP total there has gone up. But let's just make sure that we're happy about that. So it's going to be 3,89800. So when the system does what it's going to do later on and takes 26,800 off, we'll still be 1,000. No, actually, sorry, we'll be 3,000 above the threshold. So as long as you've got 360,000, you're still in Group 7. So hopefully that's made that clear, so you understand. The same logic would apply if you're in lower groups. Obviously, you want to make sure that when they do the deductions, you've got enough to stay in that group, okay? And the way we establish that, we get rid of the calculator, hit the increase your BVPs, and that will take you down to the chart. scan down, and this is where you get the levels. So for instance, if I was what I've just done there related to the fact, I mean, I've gone into group 4, I must stay above 48,000 BVP to keep in that group. If I don't buy enough packs to cover the deductions, it will drop me down the following day into group 3. Okay, so it's kind of immaterial which group you're in, the principle is the same. Okay, so obviously I've put in some extra funds to get me to group 7 quicker, but even if I was compounding and manually work it, you always, to stay in the group you're in, you've just got to make sure you're covering the number of points you need. Okay. Also, I'm not necessarily going to do them now, but as I said, the other benefits of the premium membership, you get these super videos that are randomly put through during the day. They range in everything from 1 cent to, some members have had like $1.25, $1.40. I think the highest I've had so far is a 45 cents one. But let's scan down and see. So you can see we've got a couple of 1, 2s. There we go. I've got a 29 cents one there. Right. And you can see it's actually showing me I've got 43 in the bank. So I reckon as I start getting some of these let's just click that 29 cents one and get it out of the pot. Click that. You can see what I mean about it's random videos. I mean, this is obviously at some stadium, like a football event or something. Right, only another 5 seconds, and then that will add the 29, so that'll be 1958 once I've got that. There we go, success. Bang, 1958, so it's added it on, and that will have made space at the bottom for another one. I'm not sure which is added, but you can see they vary in value, so but in a way, if you're focused enough just to get these done and dusted in a day, they normally come in with well, that one, we might as well get that done because I've only got 21 minutes to view it, but you normally get around about 17 to 18 hours to view the videos before they go off the system. Arbistar, I've seen this program advertised. This is obviously more of a BizOp type thing. Not a program I'm in, so I can't really comment on it. We've just got 10 seconds on that one. Yeah, so you've got plenty of time. Like if you're chilling out watching a few programs at the end of the evening, you could come in and get these super videos done, because I'm pretty certain I will start tracking what the value is worth per day on these, because this could in itself pay for the premium membership, if you see what I mean, if you've got enough of these coming through. Right, we've done that one. So we've got rid of that. What have we got there? 2, 3 hours there. Let's get rid of a few more. Right, what I'll do, I'll pause it here, guys, and I'll come back. I'm going to get rid of a few until I've got some with at least up to that 6 hour one, because then I've got to go out shortly, so make sure I don't lose the benefit of these ones. And there we go, guys, I got rid of those other ones there, so the next one will expire at 6 hours 33 minutes. I've got plenty of time to come back in and do those, but it just keeps feeding them through. And we've got another one, 25 cents there, there's a 7. So as I'm eating through them, you've got 4 there, it all adds up. So it's got 34 more there to go through, so it's an extra bonus for those who are on the premium membership. As I say, in the mix you will get some that will go over the dollar, etc. So definitely worth doing, because I'm sure that alone will probably cover the premium membership. So that is pretty much all you've got to do with this platform. But obviously there are advertising elements that you can use as well. So the whole thing is you can actually add your videos there. So if you click add new video, you can see here your YouTube video must be a minimum of 30 seconds and can be watched on a web page, so can be embedded. You need to validate your video before adding views. You just fill in the details below. So I will come back in a second. I'll show you quickly how to load one, and then you can come in here, manage your videos. I think I've got 4 at the moment, so I've got my last My Ads Up weekly video there. Had 41 views on it already. We've got My Passive Trades, the last update I did there. 49 views there. We've got a Cash FX one. That's had 28. And we've also got another Cash FX video there, and that's had 21. So I obviously need to add a load more. I did a 90-day video series for My Ads Up. So, bit by bit, I'm just going to keep chucking those over here as well, because potentially these videos are going to get new eyeballs onto them. They can click through. When they're viewing these, they're actually clickable through to your YouTube channel. So it's another way of getting eyeballs that may not have seen this particular content on my YouTube channel or via YouTube. So it's another way of getting possibly subscribers or certainly views, and then potential sign-ups to other programs. They also offer banners. You've probably seen as I've been going around the site, there's little banners spread all over the place. Let's just go and have a look there. Where did that go? So if you want to add a new banner, you literally put this is where it says banner image. That's the URL for your banner. So it'll normally end with JPG or GIF. The banner URL, I think that should be sort of website URL. So that's where you want the traffic to go. You've got two sizes, 125 by 125 or 468 by 60. And but standard is 100 they give you to play with, but you can change that. If I wanted to do 1,000, I could just alter it. But I've got 6,700 banners credits there, and you just click add banner once you've got it in there. No, I don't think that's one of mine. Let's just have a look what I've loaded already. Yeah, so I've got like My Ads Up is in there, Cash FX is in there. I'm not sure what that one was. And we've got Ads on Bitcoin, My Passive Trades, you know. So you just load all your banners in there, keep them running. You know, it's another way of cross-promoting other programs you're in, so highly recommended. It's too early to say how this is going to compete with other sites, because I think the videos should be the ones that are getting the most clicks, because people are, you know, gravitating to this platform more for video than they are for necessarily banners. So you might find that My Ads Up is still the best place for banners, etc., as opposed to this one. But you know, it's early days, so we'll see how it goes and we'll feedback on that. And I'm going to look to bring this video to a close shortly. The other thing I should point out, when you sign up and you're new, one of the options you'll have here is enable 2FA. And if you've seen my most recent video with regards to what nearly went on the other day with My Ads Up, you'll realise it is important, guys. Make use of the 2FA button. It's not showing on mine because I've actually enabled 2FA on this site. So basically, if you're not familiar with 2FA, it just means there's another layer of security in accessing your account. So obviously you'll come in, you've got your username and password, but then with the 2FA, it's a Google authenticator. So there's an app on your phone that gives you a 6-digit code, which you then have to put the code on your phone into the site. So the only way for anyone to get through that 2FA process, they would have to have your mobile device. So, you know, it's a good little added layer of security. And obviously, hopefully, if you saw my video the other day, you're making sure you've got 2FA on your Gmail accounts or, you know, email accounts that you have as well. Right, anything else I was going to mention here? On the next video I'll go through a more detailed rundown of all of the different buttons and things within the program, but today's was just to give you a basic overview. So we've gone through, if you come into this and you haven't got any funds to put in, but you just want to participate and earn some BVPs until you can get the paid videos, you would go in and view the bonus videos. I still think I've got to view mine for today. There we go. So you'll get 10 of these. If you click those, that will earn you 100 BVP. So if you were new, you'd obviously have 0 here. You wouldn't be in any group. You would get 100 for doing it. So after, well, technically, if you say go on to day 17, you would have 1,700 BVP points. So you would be in group 1. So, you know, that's when they would actually start delivering you some paid videos in group 1. Now obviously in group 1 you're not going to earn a great deal there, to be honest, but you've got to start somewhere. So for clicking those, it's only going to be 10 cents. But as you can see, as you go up the groups, that's when the amounts start to push up. So as I say, if you haven't got any funds, you know, don't let that stop you. You could still come in and start the earning process. If you can afford to put a small amount in, $5, $10 maybe, to trial it out, obviously that will get you into a higher group, and then you would get the paid videos delivered the following day. Now, bearing in mind, depending on what time you join, you have to wait for their servers to reset at midnight. I think it's based in the US, the timings. I'm not sure. I mean, when they hit theirs, it's around about 5 a.m. in the UK. So I'm basing it's a sort of a US time that they're doing. So you'd have to wait for them to load, and then obviously the next day you load in, you'll see your 10 paid videos showing there. The super videos you'll only get if you're a premium member, which I have gone premium from the start. Recycled videos, basically if there are members who haven't clicked their paid videos in time, they then go into the sort of bonus area that becomes the recycled videos. Because this is new, and I think everyone's quite active, I haven't seen any at the moment, but that's not to say they won't appear. And so obviously if you come in and you fund from the off, you'll be seeing your paid videos straight away. But if you want to do the free route, then just start clicking your bonus videos. 10 bonus videos a day would give you 100 BVP points, and that's the way to start. As I said, I've shown you at the beginning of the video, I have funded this to the tune of $120, and that excludes my $19.99 premium membership. Just want to be transparent there. So I haven't joined this with like $5 or $10 and suddenly got into group 7. I've pulled that from profits from other programs, so I'm comfortable. If this site suddenly disappeared tomorrow, wouldn't be the end of the world for me. Of course I'd be pissed about it, who wouldn't be? But all I'm flagging up here is, you know, it's a newish program. It seems to be doing what it says it's going to do at the moment, but with all these things crypto based, when you haven't got a track record of an owner who's owned a previous program, it's difficult to judge, you know, will it still be here in a few weeks' time or whatever. Let's hope it will be. It's a good concept, using videos to do advertising, and you've still got some banner advertising there. But I would say either start free with it, have a play around, or come in with, you know, $5, $10, just trial it out. Don't go chucking huge amounts into this if it's coming straight out of your pocket, because we just don't know, guys. We don't necessarily know who the owner is. So if this site were to disappear, you've got to factor in that loss. That's part of the deal with doing, you know, business in the crypto space. Really, programs do come and go, and that's the reality. But this seems straightforward enough. If you're in My Ads App or have seen any of the videos I've done on My Ads App, similar sort of concept. The only thing you should understand as well. This is why you shouldn't necessarily come chucking huge amounts in to get to these upper levels, because bearing in mind, the more members that go through, the percentages change. So currently, because there's 15 members in Group 8, it's paying out $24 for those 10 video ads. But obviously, if that suddenly goes to 50 members, there's more of a split, because you remember we go to the, not the earnings, go to the dashboard. If we come down to increase your BVPs, if we take you down to here, do you remember this is all done on a percentage base of the pool? So obviously once they start getting people into group 10, they're getting a share of 23% of total funds shared with the members in this group. Okay, but obviously there's going to be higher levels of people getting in on the earlier groups, so the percentages are lower. So as there's more members coming into those groups, the percentage payouts daily for doing the 10 within those groups will change. So it's something to bear in mind, because obviously if you join My Ads Up, the figures you see are, you know, kind of set, that you know what your daily amount for clicking the 20 ads is. It doesn't change regardless of how many members are in each group, but this one will have a percentage change, because I think literally a few days ago this was around about $14 or whatever, but it obviously had less members in. So again, something to bear in mind, guys, because I don't want people coming in and saying, oh, but when I looked at it the other day on your video, it said $24. In a week's time, if there's more and more members filtering through going into Group 8, this figure will change. Okay, so bear that in mind. And I think that's it for this one, guys. But say day 5. Oh, actually, what we will do, we will actually do a withdrawal. Let's start the process, and then when I do the next video, I'll actually show you that that's hit the wallet. But now I've got to find out how we do this. This is the thing with new programs. Right, here we go. So withdraw Bitcoin. Let's see what happens. Click the button. And yeah, we've got their minimum withdrawal is $5. It's got my balance there. I'm not going to take it all out. Let's just do, and they're going to deduct 50p, the network fee anyway. So why don't we do $10.50? I don't know if they'll actually take that off of the amount you're taking out. I would imagine so. Right, obviously I've got to put my password in there, so we will come back once I've done that. And there we go, guys. I've just put the request through. You can see there it's actually saying has been sent. Please wait, it'll be sent in maximum of 72 hours. So first time I've done a withdrawal for them. So I've seen other members of the program saying they've got them very quickly, but they are giving themselves up to 72 hours there. So we shall see. And if we scan down, you can see they do detail your last 10 transactions. So this will be my first one on the 28th of September for Bitcoin. It's just a test withdrawal, 10.50, fees 50, and it's pending at the moment. So that is it, guys. Going to wrap it up here. So as always, thanks for watching the video. If you've made it all the way through this far, thanks for sticking with it. Obviously, you know, they're going to be a little bit longer. It's a new program, so I'm trying to explain it as well as I can to you. Going to fire a few questions to support, because I think the only thing they do need to give us a breakdown is the actual deduction figures for each group. So I'll see if I can get some information from support on that. I do thank, there's one or two people who have made some comments in the previous video I put out about the program. Thanks for doing that, guys, because you've obviously detailed the deductions that you've been having based on the group, so it does help. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop waffling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next update.